Sinead Jack-Kısal.
I knew nothing about volleyball.
Melina Rasic, she's my
Who
idol.
wouldn't want to represent such a high-class club? And I think he brought that side out of me. It's a wonderful dream I don't want to wake up from. We're fighting, like, it doesn't matter what. We're not going to leave here without winning that cup.
I lost you. Hande Baladın.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. And you?
Fine, thank you. Before starting, I want to ask you something. How do we pronounce your name?
Sinead Jack-Kısal.
Sinead.
Sinead.
More on E.
On aid. Sinead.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I think Sinead. I think now I nailed it.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Because there is so much confusion and everybody is saying wrong, but we need to clarify it.
I agree.
Can you tell us a little about how you started playing volleyball?
My journey was not like your typical journey where you start from a young age, because volleyball is such a big thing in your country. I knew nothing about volleyball. One of my ex-national teammates, she saw me at a store she was working, and I think my height more than anything shocked her, because as a 12-year-old, you're so tall and you look athletic, but I think what shocked her the most is that I was not playing any sports at all. So she took my grandmother's number, because at the time I was living with my grandparents, and she gave it to her coach, who was Terence Honoré. He helped me out with the start of my volleyball career. After that, he saw the potential that I had, and he took me directly to the national team, where the coach was Francisco Cruz, aka Panchi, and my journey started from there.
What are your thoughts on about idolizing an athlete? Do you have one?
I do. Melina Rasic, she's my idol. I love how she's so dominant on the net. She's so aggressive, and I think that is one of the reasons why I look up to her, because she took charge on the court every time she stepped foot on it.
So do you think you have similar characteristics with her?
I think my aggression, I think matches hers a bit.
Before Eczacıbaşı, you played for Galatasaray and İlbank in Turkey. How do you feel when you received an offer from Eczacıbaşı? Was the fact that your husband is Turkish a factor while choosing Eczacıbaşı?
Maybe part of the reason, but mostly because Eczacı is well known all over the world, and who wouldn't want to represent such a high-class club? And I think that I would have been able to learn a lot and grow as an athlete. So I think, deciding to play here was one of my, biggest achievements so far.
After Kemik Polite, I guess I pronounced it right, I'm not sure. You have been working with Ferhat Akbaş at Eczacıbaşı. How is the experience working with him? What do you think about his coaching quality, on-field reaction and communication?
Honestly, I can say that, my communication with him is one of the best I've ever had in a coach, because he understands the athlete. And, I remember sometimes I struggle a lot, even if I have a bad game, and I ask him, what more do you want from me? What can I do more to put into the team? And he always says, just be Jack, be yourself, be this, aggressive player on the court. That is all you need. You don't need to change you. Just be you and continue to play.
What is the most important thing that he added to you?
I think my confidence. I lack a lot of confidence, being confident in myself. And I think he brought that side out of me, and I really appreciate him for that.
You won the Club World Championship lastly with your team. This is the first cup you won with Eczacıbaşı. How does it make you feel to be named as the world champions?
Oh my gosh, I feel like, I'm in this dream, that I'm just not waking up from. It's a wonderful dream I don't want to wake up from. It was such an emotional moment, I think, for most of us, because last year we missed this opportunity to become champion, and for us to actually put in this extra work and it paid off. I think this is something beyond the stars for us.
This is also the first cup Eczacıbaşı won after some time. It was pretty emotional as we saw from the videos, for some players. How was the atmosphere in the team? And especially considering the huge comeback that you made throughout the game.
I think this gave us more motivation, more drive to push and work even harder. You know, everyone set their goals, and I think everyone put everything together, and this is why we were able to win this cup. We were fighting, like, doesn't matter what, we are not going to leave here without winning that cup.
Most of the volleyball fans was fascinated by your performance and think you should have named as one of the best middle blockers at the Club World Championship. What do you think about your own performance and the personal awards in the tournament?
Honestly, my main goal was not towards the individual award, it was towards getting this cup. You know, I wish that all of our middle blockers can get this award because we each put in what we needed to achieve this goal. You know, I think that was one of the games that I actually put every single thing that I had in me, and you know, this motivated me actually to even go harder every time because we have more goals ahead of us, more cups ahead of us.
You faced Skandici 2 times in the Champions League this year. You have lost both games 3-1. Most Eczacıbaşı fans expected a victory for the second game. What do you think was the problem against Skandici?
You know, it's never easy playing against Skandici, and you know, I think it was little details, little things that were missing. We just need to continue because most likely we have to play them again. You know, we just need to continue to work hard, work on those little details and continue to stick together and give our best on the court.
You are going to play with Skandici again in the quarterfinals, we can see that. What do you think about the team's road to superfinals? Will you be able to bring the cup home?
You know, of course, we won the cup. This is our goal. I think first we need to see what's in front of us and take things step by step. And like I said, we just need to continue to work hard and put in the work.
I want to ask you about your husband. As far as we know, you met your volleyball player husband Murathan while playing for Galatasaray. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us about that period? How was the marriage proposal?
Actually, it was like a walking past each other, kind of glimpsing each other, you know, and it was a hi, how are you? Then it turned into maybe one day we can go for coffee and tea. He asked me. You know, just from getting to know each other, talking to one another, you know, we gravitated towards each other and we built this first friendship, and then it turned into something magical. He proposed to me in Japan after we won one important game. This actually was my dream proposal. My mom told him. So when that happened, I was really shocked, you know, to know that he knew this part of me. This is something that I always wanted, you know, this dream proposal.
How was your adaptation to Turkish culture? Have you ever been to your husband's hometown, Kayseri?
By the way, he's here with us today. And he's giggling to you right now.
And
him.
Aşkım. I've never been to Kayseri yet. It's on our agenda, of course. The culture is, you know, pretty similar to ours, so it wasn't that hard to adjust. But my husband, you know, he helped me a lot when I struggled. All good.
Do you speak Turkish in your daily life?
I'm still learning. My husband and I, we communicate in English, but we try to put some Turkish in there, and also with my teammates, I communicate with them a little in Turkish. I'm really on the shy side. I'm such a shy person, believe it or not. We play like in front of maybe millions of people, but when it comes to like speaking Turkish, I'm so shy. I'm such a big baby, but I'm learning, and you know, day by day, my confidence is getting stronger.
Is there any athlete you played with and you cannot forget? Is there anyone you can say you don't want to end your volleyball career without playing with?
I will say Yumilka Ruiz. She's from Cuba. She is not your average tall volleyball player, and that is what I loved about her the most, because even though she's not this huge player, she's such an aggressive player, and she makes it known that, you know, she is the leader of the court. She has this fire, you know, and this sisterhood with her, this bond that I built. I played in Russia with her, actually, with Eurolashka. Kapol was the coach. And, you know, I think there was just one game we were playing. She was in the front court. Our libero dug the ball, and like it was really far at the back of the court. She left the front of the court and she arrived before anyone else, got the ball, came back and blocked. Like, I will never forget this moment. If I could play with her again, I think this will be the icing on the cake.
What do you think the characteristics that every volleyball player should have, regardless of their position, personally and as a player?
I think a volleyball player should have a warrior character, because there are going to be times when we're going to lose a game and you have to be able to come back even stronger. You have to learn from your mistakes and not give up. I think this is very important for a volleyball player.
When do you want to get away from volleyball completely and just have time to yourself? What do you do?
Go to the beach. I love the seaside. I'm a Caribbean woman, so you know I love the water.
Imagine going on a road trip for a whole day. Who are you going with and to where? And which song are you listening to?
Of course, I'm going to take my husband together with our cats. I think it has to be somewhere where the weather is really nice, like sunny, or if it not too hot, but like in the middle, you know, like the spring weather. Someplace like this. And what song? I was listening to this song last night, 1,000 Miles. Yes, 1,000 Miles. Making my way downtown.
And I want to ask you, are you going to continue to play for Eczacıbaşı next year?
I have one more year again because I signed a 3-year contract. So yes, I would be playing again.
Now it's time for our short questions. Morning training or evening training?
Evening training.
If you weren't a volleyball player, which career you would choose?
I really want my own business, so businesswoman.
What kind of business?
Actually, hair business. Yeah.
Can you braid hair?
Yes, I can.
Last movie you watched?
Role play.
Last book you read?
Dune.
Who was the most famous person you have met?
Hande Baladın.
She is famous.
Yes.
Last night, her lipstick color, everybody was talking about her lipstick color.
Oh, see?
Your favorite Turkish food?
I have so many. I'll just go with the easier one. Iskender.
No, Kayseri mantı.
Oh, Kayseri mantı.
Can you create a dream team which includes you?
Okay, let's see. I will go with Batania Dela Cruz, Gabi, on the opposite, Boskovic, Seta Jansu, Libero Brenda, middle blocker myself, of course, and Zara.
Now we have the short questions for you. The team. Funniest member in the team?
Simge.
Sleepiest?
Me.
Who is the most stylish?
Probably Hande.
Best singer?
Simge.
I think you can compete with Simge.
I don't want to brag, but maybe.
The best dancer?
Me.
The calmest?
Alexa.
Most energetic?
Elif.
The most ambitious?
Irina.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.